Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you what can you do with PowerBot. Now PowerBot is a way to actually build and create, manage and host Telegram bots via AI on our web platform that we will launch in like the next few months. So make sure to actually join the waitlist to get early access to the platform when we launch. Alright, in this video I'll use a CLI program. The purpose of this CLI program is just to demonstrate what we can do with PowerBot. As you can see here, I have set a bot token for this bot that I just created with BotFather, and I have also set the name of that bot so the actual agent can understand the bot and create the script for us. Alright, so as we can see here on the right hand on Telegram, when we send start or whatever command to the bot actually doesn't work because the bot doesn't have any script right now whatsoever. But we will change that in a minute. So here in our CLI interface, now this is of course just for the demonstration purposes. On the web it would be better platform with less errors and actually much faster response time. As you can see here, we are using a ChatGPT 4o mini. This model is capable but not the most powerful model for this use case. When we launch, we will use a much powerful models, and we can actually allow you to actually use whatever model you want based on the tier that you actually choose. All right, so let's start with the actual agent. So I'm going to tell the agent to build a bot that will send me a random image from a specific site when I say /random. So we can achieve that by just saying, hey, build a bot that will send an image when I hit /random. And I'm going to tell it also to use the website Lorem Pixum so that it doesn't require any more API keys. Although we can set the env and set the API key from the CLI program, but for this demonstration, I want it to be fast, so we can use just a website that doesn't actually require any API key. So Lorem Pixum. We can wait for the actual bot to process our request and streamline the actual response to us. As you can see, the bot understood the request and started to actually create some files that we will use to generate to host and deploy our bots and actually make it work. Now, I just realized that he actually uses Unsplash, as you can see here. So he uses Unsplash because it's the default, API that the model is trained on. So I wanted to tell it to use Lorem Pixel. So I'm gonna say, hey, instead of using Unsplash, use Lorem Pixum. Now, I don't know the actual URL of this service, but I will just make sure that the LLM picks it up. All right, so now he is changing the files generated by the first step, and he's updating it to actually use the pixum.photos as you can see here, right? Now, we can also see that the model has saved some files to the cloud. So if we go ahead and say list files, we can see that we have 3 files here. 2 of them are just created right now, and the actual last file is just there to make sure everything works, right? So after we have our files set up, we can just simply hit deploy to deploy the bot, and actually, as we can see, it's actually created a container image that has every script that the bot needs to actually work, and we will see that the bot is actually running when we check on our containers. Now, a container is basically like a containerized environment for the bot to actually run and install all its requirements and dependencies. As you can see right now, it's actually installing the dependencies. So I will be back after it's done installing and initializing the bot. All right, so the bot now has actually been started, and now we can just test it by sending /random to the bot, and it should respond with a random image, as we can see. Now, when we send /random, we can see that the bot actually responds with the same image, and this is some hallucination from the actual LLM, or maybe the agent didn't understand what we wanted in the first place. So the good thing, we can just edit it right away. So I want to say, hey, instead of just sending me the same image, make sure it's random, right? So we're going to say, make sure the image is random. So every time I send like /random, it gives me a new image. After we tweaked our request here and send the LLM or the agent an update for our request, it will update the code files, and we will then hit deploy again to deploy the new changes, and we will see if that is what we want, right? Now, after the files has been uploaded to the cloud, we can say here, list files, we can see the files, and we can then hit deploy to actually deploy them. Now the new deployment is running in a new container, and it will just do the whole installation part again. Now, of course, in the web platform, it will be much easier, much simpler, and also much faster, because we will use another technique and other techniques to actually get these things to be done. But after the installation has been now done, I'm gonna go ahead and go back and test it again. All right, so now after the update has been uploaded, we can now test again by sending /random again, and it should respond with a new image each time we send /random to the bot. And as we can see, yes, that's what we're getting right now. We can see that whenever we hit /random, we get a new image from the bot. So this is basically the functionality behind PowerBot. It allows you to actually create your bot, build it with an agent, and it allows you to host that bot and make it run on Telegram. Now, of course, you will also be able to change the bot, update it, whatever you want, and add whatever functionality you want. We will also allow you to use whatever API you want, but via providing the API key for that service. So if you're excited about this service, make sure to join the waitlist. You can see a link below this video, and also on the webpage that you're watching this video, you can see a button to hit. You can hit that button to get early access whatever we launch. This has been PowerBot. Goodbye.